Hey, Pastor Steve Waldron. I hope you're having a great day in Jesus. We've been doing a series of videos over the course of a few months of every English Bible translation we can find. I've been getting a lot of information off the internet. Wikipedia's got some good lists. We're going to be looking at that some today. And so we're up to the Good News Bible. I mean, this goes all the way back to the 300s AD and Proto-English and Anglo-Saxon and all this. So we're looking at the Good News Bible. A lot of you like the Good News Bible based on views here on the channel. I've done a couple reviews, some videos on the Good News Bible. This is part of this series on every English Bible. So the Good News Bible, also called the Good News Translation in the U.S., is an English translation of the Bible by the American Bible Society. Again, we're getting this off Wikipedia. Thanks for being here. It was first published in the New Testament under the name Good News for Modern Man in 1966. Believe it or not, at Goodwills and places, you still find a lot of this kind of newspaperish paperbacks from those early first few years. They must have had millions upon millions. It was anglicized into British English by the British and Foreign Bible Society, the use of metric measurements for the Commonwealth market. It was formerly known as Today's English Version. I remember, I think there was a guy by the name of Bratcher that was big on the translation, and they'd removed the blood in a few places, and it was kind of big in those days to do that because, like, I remember even the Methodist churches were removing references to blood, some Methodists, from their hymnals and all of this. I remember I sat next to a Catholic priest one time on a plane, and he was telling me how terrible Deuteronomy was because of all the sacrifices and the blood. But in 2001, it was renamed the Good News Translation in the U.S. because the American Bible Society wished to improve the Good News Bible's image as a translation where it has a public perception as a paraphrase. And it is kind of like it's kind of like the Message-ish, maybe a little more literal than the Message. Despite the official terminology, it's often referred to still as the Good News Bible in the U.S., multi-denominational translation with editions used by many Christian denominations. It's published by HarperCollins, a subsidiary of News Corp. And its textual basis, medium correspondence to Nestle's Allen Novum Testamentum Gracie 27th edition. A lot of Bibles came from that. And dynamic equivalence was its translation type. So like John 3:16 reads, "For God loved the world so much that he gave his only Son so that everyone who believes in him may not die but have eternal life." Genesis 1:1-3, "In the beginning, when God created the universe, the earth was formless and desolate. The raging ocean that covered everything was engulfed in total darkness, and the Spirit of God was moving over the water. Then God commanded, 'Let there be light,' and light appeared." So the beginnings can be traced to requests made by people in Africa and the Far East for a version of the Bible that was easier to read. In 1961, a home missions board also made a request for the same type of translation. Besides these requests, the G&B was born out of the translation theories of linguist Eugene Nida. A lot of books written just on Eugene Nida. Like, I can't even remember. I know like David Cloud has stuff on him. But Nida envisioned a new style of translation called dynamic equivalence, which is more like thought for thought. So due to these requests in Nida's theories, Robert Bratcher, who was at the time a staffer at the ABS, American Bible Society, did a sample translation of the Gospel of Mark. Later, this led to a translation of full New Testament. Then it came out as 599-page paperback January 1st, 1966, and received a mass marketing effort, copies even being made available through grocery store chains. I knew there was a bunch. New Testament would see 2nd, 3rd, and 4th editions in 67, 71, and 76. And then they came out with the Psalms, 76. The Old Testament was completed. 79, the apocryphal Deuterocanonical books was added to the God News Bible. And Catholic and Orthodox editions, 1992, the translation was revised with inclusive language. In 1995, the Bible Societies released a contemporary English version, the CEV, also using jargon-free English. While the translation is sometimes perceived as a replacement of the GNB, it's not intended as such, as both translations continue to be used. And the American Bible Society continues to promote both translations. The British and Foreign Bible Society and HarperCollins have since 2007 refocused their publishing efforts on the GNB, including a Good News Bible iPhone app. Now here's the popularity. It's been a popular translation multi-denominationally. By 1971, 30 million copies had been sold. By 69, 17.5 million. It's been endorsed by Billy Graham, several Christian denominations, including the Catholic Church in the United States. Today's English. Second edition, the Southern Baptist Convention, Presbyterian Church USA. Evangelistic campaigns of Billy Graham used it. In 2003, the GNB was used as a basis for a film version of the Gospel of John. In 2008, Swedish group Illuminated World paired the text of the GNB with contemporary photography for the English translation of the Bible, illuminated the book. In 1991, a Gallup poll of British parishioners showed that the GNB was the most popular version in Great Britain. So it's written in simple, everyday language with the intention that everybody can appreciate it, and is often considered particularly suitable for children and those learning English. Some editions of the GNB contain line drawings. And you know how that's real big today. They were doing this in the early 60s, like just stick figures everywhere. The drawings are simply credited to a Swiss artist, and the line drawings were done by Annie Volaton, who lived 1915-2013. I wonder if she's real famous. She's got her own Wikipedia page. Let's hit that. Let's see. Man, yeah. She's the best-selling artist of all time, with illustrations, Good News Bible in excess of 225 million. I wonder if that would include like Chick tracts. They sold over 900 million. So maybe not. Anyhow, just to see also. So it's very popular again, 1991, the most popular in the British Isles. Popular here still in the States, even though it came out in the mid-60s. So that's what it is. Of course, I'm a King James guy, but we're just trying to show the whole vast array of English Bible translations. Making of many Bibles, there seems to be no end. So God bless. Thanks for being with us. Check out our others in this series under Bible reviews. And we have all kind of study Bible reviews, other types of things. We have translation reviews of many thousands of views. What's the Best Study Bible has close to 50,000 views. You may want to check all that out. And our other videos. And join us daily and hit subscribe, bell notification. We love you. Thanks for being with us. Amen.